Hey, thanks so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Haves and the Have-Nots review here on YouTube. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry, you've come to the right place. Be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also check me out on these social media platforms, and links in the description below will lead you to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, and Facebook page. Once again, thanks for joining in and enjoy the video. Alright, have-not fans. Now, a small mystery for the next week's episode here. Three's a crowd. I'm not going to hold you too long on this video, but Candace appears to be going back to her hotel room, and I believe she states, who's in here now? So she is probably, I'm guessing this is after she comes back from Hannah's house, and also right after she encounters Catherine Cryer when she's coming off the elevator. So one could almost guess that the room that Broderick rented out for himself and Catherine is on the same floor as Candace's hotel room. So when she got out of the elevator, that's when Catherine was about to get in, due to the fact that she had just came out of the room with Broderick. So when she gets back to the room, I'm thinking this is going to be like a cliffhanger scene, because remember, it looks like Candace has left the house, and then she's probably going to come back, because remember, Benny, I think, Derek was like, hey, let Benny sleep for like another hour. So maybe around the midpoint of the episode, Candace comes back to the house, or maybe she calls Benny or something. And remember that Hannah and Benny are both dressed, as opposed to, Hannah being her nightwear. And Candace comes back trying to convince, Benny to give her part of the money or whatever. And then she goes back to the hotel. So I imagine that the cliffhanger ending is when she goes to the hotel room. And I'm going to guess that Landon is the person in the room. It could be Charles, though. But I think that Landon would probably be the one to meet up with Candace again. Just saying, hello, Candace. And just to say he wants to see you. He won the election. He's moving down to Savannah before he goes to the White House. He wants to see you. Candace doesn't want to have any of it and throws him out of the room. But then Charles himself comes up. Or you could just say that Charles is the one in the room, because not to say that Landon failed, but it's crunch time. He has to convince Candace to be first lady, and before he goes to the White House to be sworn in and whatnot. And he's waiting in the room, which, I mean, what is up with characters just waiting for another person to get somewhere? Like, like they anticipate their moves. Like Veronica last week sitting on the couch in David's house. How long was she there? And next week, it looks like somebody's going to be waiting in Candace's room. I think it's either Landon or Charles. I would put my money on Landon, though, instead of Charles, because, I don't think it'll be a smart move for him to do that. I think that'll just be way too creepy and would scare her off more than anything else. But, I feel like Landon would make the most sense, due to the fact that Landon will be keeping tabs on Candace in regards to the whole pushing Oscar out of a window, sending somebody after Hannah. I feel like Landon does know this stuff. It will be very interesting. And then in the last-ditch effort, Charles himself comes down to see Candace, and then whatever happens between them happens. But I think that I'm about 70% sure that Landon's going to be on the one in the room, and a 30% chance that Charles will be the one waiting on her. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you in the next video.